Loenore Zann?
Zann.
Zann.
Are you in the camera?
Yeah. Either way you want to do it.
Okay.
It's freestyling.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? This is Q. I'm here with Loenore Zann. You might know her as the original voice and the voice still for Rogue for X-Men. So I got a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
All right. What got you into voice acting?
Well, first of all, I was an actor, so I did film and television and theater. I started off with theater, then I moved into film and TV, and then my agent asked me to audition for X-Men, and I landed the part of Rogue. It was only my second animation series I'd ever done, and then that just launched my career. I continued doing tons of movies, television, theater, and I added voice work into my repertoire.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You have been a part of politics in Canada. Where you from?
Yeah.
What was the hardest part to get things done? Because you passed 2 bills.
Yes, that's
So
right.
what's the hardest part of your time there?
The hardest part is sometimes the misogyny that is still sadly in existence. When I was a local politician in the state government or provincial government, I even found that within government sometimes it would be difficult, because when I would be talking to a deputy minister, if I happened to have a gentleman, a man with me, they would respond to my questions by looking at the man instead of me. And if we're sitting around a table and we're all discussing policies and whatever, and if a woman had something to say, oftentimes the men would jump in and try and interrupt her. So I found I had to really be very vigilant and say, excuse me, but I'm still talking here.
Yes.
I mean, things like that. But I loved the fact that I could work on bills that might make life better for people.
And you did pass a big bill.
Yeah, I did. Thank you for mentioning that. My bill was an act to address environmental racism. And environmental racism is the disproportionate number of toxic dumps, waste sites, landfills, and corporate polluters that are placed on or beside racialized communities. And that means mainly Black and Indigenous communities. And so we did studies and we found that there was a lot more of them placed in those communities than in white communities. So I felt that was unfair and unjust, and I took 10 years to get my bill passed, but it passed this past summer, and now it's law in Canada.
But you stayed on it though.
I did.
That's the important part.
Yes, indeed.
Can you tell us about A Rogue's Tale?
Sure. So A Rogue's Tale is my origin story. It's my first book. It's a memoir. It just came out. You can get it on Amazon. And I wrote it in the last 2 years. After I got out of politics, I was in politics for 12 years. I put my acting career basically on hold, and then after that I came back out and I was asked to play Rogue again and become a superhero. So I was going to a lot of Comic-Cons and I had a lot of time in planes. So I wrote my book mainly on planes.
All right, so it's a Mile High book.
Yes, it's
Gotcha.
Right, that's right. And I think it should appeal to a lot of people because it's all about a little girl from Australia with dreams, and how do you make those dreams come true, and how do you put aside other people's disbelief that you can ever do something there's something big that you dream of. Because a lot of people will try and put you down and say, hey, what are you dreaming that for? You'll never get to do that. Where are you from? Who are you? Who are your parents? You're never going to get to do that. Don't believe them. If you have a dream, you just go for it, and you don't let anybody stop you until you're making it happen.
Gotcha. Any advice for people who want to get in the industry like you, either it be like acting or politics?
Well, as I said, if you've got a dream of anything, of being really the top-notch, the best that you can be, as an actor, take some lessons. You got to take some lessons, get some acting classes. If you want to be a voice actor, take some voice acting classes, but you need to know how to act. Yes. So classes are good. Also, experience is really good. So if you have an opportunity to audition for a school play or musical, do it. If you've got a chance to audition for a community theater, do it. And when it comes to politics, get involved. get involved on the local level. Go to your local district and ask them, say, do you need volunteers? They always need volunteers. Get some experience out knocking on doors and talking to people about issues that are important to the people that live in your neighborhood, in your community, and that are important to you. So that is the best way to get involved, and that will give you the experience, and then you'll meet people, and those people will help you get along and keep going up the ladder.
There you go. Anything that you can promote or say? Because I know lots of you can't say.
Well, just X-Men is coming out. Season 2 will be coming out probably in 2026.
Okay.
I have finished recording my lines for that. I will be starting recording season 3 soon, recording it. I have a couple of movies coming out. The Legend of the White Dragon with Jason David Frank. I have a small role in that. That's coming out.
And actually met him, and we talked about it before he passed away.
Oh, right. Yeah, so it's his very last film. And I have a new TV series coming out. I've got a small recurring role on that, live action, called Revival.
I heard
and that's going to be coming out on Sci-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah, it was based on some horror genre comic books.
Are you a horror person, though?
I've done a lot of horror movies.
But are you a horror person, though?
No, but I play a lot of characters in horror films, so you know.
So you wouldn't do a horror movie night?
Oh yeah, well, depends.
Which one it is?
Yes, I like psychological thrillers.
So like Saw?
Yeah, no.
You don't like
Saw? No, I don't want to. Nothing with chainsaws or any of that.
No.
stuff.
Saw with like Jigsaw, the character.
Oh. No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, they got a new one come out in the fall.
Oh, really? Okay.
But thank you so much for the interview, and
You're
thank y'all
so
for
welcome.
watching. We got sidetracked completely there.
Yeah, but there's a few things for people to watch, and follow me on Instagram at Loenore Zann, and get my book.
Yes,
A
get
Rogue's
the book.
Tale.
Yes.
Just go on Amazon and order it, and if you come to a Comic-Con where I am going to be, come and I'll sign it for you.
All right. Well, thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
And thank y'all so much for watching.
Bye. Bye, y'all. Sugar. Thank you.
I was not expecting that part.